people do even believe they have a kind of cousinage, a kind of family relation with wolves. They have very strange opinions. We've got to get the Bible out for them, get them to understand the way God has set the world. They don't understand the way things are.
By any chance, would you get, like, you would get in so much trouble you could get thrown off the boat?
No, no one will be in that kind of trouble. The sailors do have a punishment that is somewhat like that. It's called keel hauling. Have you ever heard of that?
Nope.
You are not just thrown off the boat. You are in fact tied. And the ropes goes from your shoulders and your feet. 2 ropes. And they cast you off the bow while the ship is sailing or moving. They cast you off the bow, and then one man takes one rope and the other takes the other rope, and they walk along the deck. And you go bouncing along underneath. You are hauled under the keel hauled. And you comes up on the other end. And you might be alive, and you might be dead. And if you're alive, you probably wish you was dead, because you're all cut up, the barnacles that grows on the bottom of the ship. It's sort of as if you're bouncing along from places of razor blades to places of laser blades. So that's the worst of the punishments.
Did that happen
Now,
to anybody?
if there's been a murder or that, they will hang a man on the ship.
How would you get that
Nothing like
punishment?
that. The Mayflower, I will tell you, Master Jones did keep good order. Some of his sailors did come sneaking down here. I don't think Master Jones knew it. And they were sometimes quite nasty to us. And they would do little tricks on us, like there might be a family that was breaking their fast, and some of these sailors would come down early in the morning and just happen to sort of stumble and, toss all their foodstuffs all over them, and then be laughing at them. And they often was swearing at us and just being nasty. But in the main, things was kept well. When we was sailing, Master Jones did tend to have his officers keep the men well under watch.
But how would you get that punishment of the bouncing on the water?
That again, the officers of the ship, that they will keep order, and I think that might be for stealing, or for bad fighting, or disobedience to the officer, that kind of thing. Again, I'm not so well acquainted with all the ways of sailors. But,
What did you guys use for light down here?
For light?
For lighting.
We generally did not. We got along in the near dark of the day and then slept at night. Master Jones and the officers of the ship did say that even to have any kind of candle, you are in danger of starting a fire. A sudden pitching of the ship and your candle going over, and they say that all these timbers of the ship have been tarred. And once they ever gets burning, they say that the ship, once it starts a fire, it seems to almost explode. The flames just jump from board to board, and pretty soon the whole ship's in flame, and they say it is not long before the ship burns right down to the waterline. The fire on the ship is much to be feared. Strange, a ship sitting out in the middle of the water should be so much in danger of fire, but when you hear the sailors talk about it, you can see how it is to be considered dangerous. Other questions anyone got? And you folks that's just arrived, in case you ain't heard, this is the underdeck where we passengers live. There was cabins every which